Everybody knows that Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships, and that Joe Montana won 4 Super Bowls, and that Wayne Gretzky led the Edmonton Oilers to 4 Stanley Cups. But some forgotten athletes celebrated multiple championships in their careers. It's just they were overshadowed by other players or simply didn't contribute a whole lot. But it doesn't matter. They got to brag about winning it all more than once. I'm Justin Frax, and today we present 10 athletes you had no idea won multiple championship rings. At TPS, we post videos every single day, so don't forget to click the subscribe button to subscribe. Then click the notification bell to be notified when we post a new video. Number 10, Mark Schlereth. The longtime ESPN analyst and personality jumped ship and joined Fox Sports 1 in the summer of 2017, when ESPN was cutting a bunch of people loose. You may know that Mark played in the NFL as an offensive guard from 1989 to 2000, but did you know he's an owner of 3 Super Bowl rings? A 2-time Pro Bowler, he first won one with the Washington Redskins in the 1991 season. He was also on the John Elway Denver Broncos team that won back-to-back Super Bowls in 1997 and 98. So no, Shannon Sharpe isn't the only well-known NFL analyst that won Super Bowls with different teams. Number 9, Rick Fox. The athlete-turned-actor is probably best known as the guy who made an appearance in the Shia LaBeouf film Holes, as well as on Dancing with the Stars. Well, and he was also married to Vanessa Williams at one point. But did you kids also know that Rick Fox is also a 3-time NBA champion? He was part of the Los Angeles Lakers 2000 to 2002 three-peat, led by Lakers legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Fox averaged 9.6 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game in his career. Not exactly all-star caliber, but we're sure he's fine with the 3 rings. Number 8, Colin Fraser. The 6'1" forward only appeared in 359 career NHL games, scoring 20 goals and 58 points over that span. Although it's hard to score when you spend 290 minutes in the penalty box over those 359 games. But the man knew what winning felt like. He won a Stanley Cup with the Chicago Blackhawks in 2010, suiting up for only 3 games in the playoffs. He didn't register a point, but Fraser touched Lord Stanley's mug, and that's all that matters. Fraser appeared in 18 playoff games for the Los Angeles Kings in 2012, scoring just 2 points. But yes, he was part of the Kings team that won their first ever Stanley Cup championship that same year. 2 rings for Fraser, which is more championship rings than 99.9% of humans on the planet. Number 7, Jake Peavy. San Diego Padres fans remember Peavy as the 2007 NL Cy Young winner who enjoyed a few years of superstardom before he kind of regressed and became an afterthought. Peavy was a 3-time All-Star, led the NL in strikeouts twice over his career, but he only enjoyed a few solid years in the majors. After moving to the Chicago White Sox in 2009, Peavy saw his stats go way down, but the man won back-to-back World Series rings on different teams. He first won it all with the Boston Red Sox in 2013, and helped the San Francisco Giants add their 3rd title in 5 seasons in 2014. Maybe Peavy wasn't an all-star for long, but he won a Cy Young and 2 World Championships. That's quite the resume. Number 6, Charlie Batch. 61 career touchdowns, just 11,085 career passing yards. Not exactly Hall of Fame caliber numbers, but Charlie Batch won more Super Bowls than Dan Marino, Dan Fouts, and Brett Favre combined. Batch was a backup QB for the Steelers from 2002 to 2012. He won 2 Super Bowl championships as Ben Roethlisberger's backup in the 2005 and 2008 seasons. Unless you're a big-time Steelers fan, you probably had no idea. Number 5, Adam Morrison. One way people remember Morrison is as the guy that became national news after infamously crying when Gonzaga blew a big lead to UCLA during the 2006 March Madness tournament. The other? Charlotte Hornets fans remember Morrison as a big-time draft bust. They selected him 3rd overall in 2006, but Morrison wound up being one of the many flops from that class. However, Morrison had the last laugh. He was on the LA Lakers squad that won consecutive championships in 2009 and 10, thanks to Kobe Bryant. Call him a bust all you want, but Morrison won something that Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, and Tracy McGrady never got their hands on. Number 4, Aaron Ward. Who? Yeah, exactly. Unless you lived in Canada and watched Ward as an analyst on TSN, you aren't probably very familiar with his face. Ward played in the NHL from 1993 to 2010 as a defenseman, but he didn't score much. Ward had just 44 career goals and 151 points in 839 NHL career games. However, Ward won back-to-back Stanley Cups with the Detroit Red Wings in 97 and 98. He won a 3rd title with the Carolina Hurricanes in 2006. He even scored the opening goal in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final versus the Edmonton Oilers that year. Number 3, Mark Madsen. We're sorry to sound rude, but when you take a look at Mark Madsen's stats, you'd likely think he was a guy who played like 5 games in the NBA. Madsen averaged 2.2 points per game in his NBA career. He never averaged more than 3.6 points per game in a single season. So you get the point. He wasn't very good. But so what? Madsen won championships with the Lakers in 2001 and 2002, although he didn't exactly contribute much, if anything. Madsen averaged .4 points in the 2001 postseason and literally 0 points during the 2002 playoffs. Mind you, he did only play 1.4 minutes per game. But yeah, 2 rings, cool stuff. Well deserved? Now that's a different story. Number 2, Jerry Coleman. Overshadowed by Yankees legends like Yogi Berra and Mickey Mantle during the 1950s dynasty years, Jerry Coleman was just as big of a winner as the 2 baseball icons. Coleman played 9 years in the majors from 1949 to 1957, all for the Pinstripes. He played 723 games and was a 1-time All-Star. But guess what? He was also a 4-time World Series champion, winning rings in 1949, 1950, 1951, and 1956. That's quadruple the amount of rings that Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, and Ted Williams combined to win. And number 1, Mike Wilson. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Ronnie Lott, those were the central figures of the San Francisco 49ers 80s dynasty. Folks may not know who Mike Wilson is. He played with the 49ers from 1981 to 1990. He only started 28 games in his career, catching 159 passes for 2,199 yards and 15 touchdowns over that span. Wilson only had 24 career postseason catches too. But guess what? He won 4 Super Bowl rings with the 49ers. But seriously, go down below, make some comments. Let us know if you know who he is, because it's not every day that fans don't know about a guy that won 4 championship rings. Oh, and let us know, what other athletes do fans forget won multiple championships? That's our question for this video. And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.